Let's bring in meteorologist Rachel Coulter now. And Rachel, no rain like that in our forecast. In fact, we're actually looking pretty dry.
That's right. We've got high pressure that's still in control over the area, and with that sinking air, it's really difficult to see some of those showers and storms across the area. It's possible with some of these winds out of the south and east to see some sprinkles here and there the next couple of days, but that's about it. High pressure is moving off towards the east, right along the east coastline, and then our next cold front, that's still out to the west and allowing for a severe threat in parts of the tornado alley at this point. That's eventually going to move through in that Friday timeframe, and that's what's going to bring our warmer temperatures that are going to be running on either side of that 80-degree mark as we get towards Halloween afternoon and into Friday afternoon, down into those low to mid 70s by this weekend, and then that warming trend continues. And it's interesting because next week's going to be a very similar setup. Let me go back in time here, and I want to show you this setup where we've got high pressure to the east and we've got a cold front to the west. That's going to happen again by election day. We're going to have high pressure in place once again. Those winds out of the south, maybe a few showers with that, out ahead of another cold front. That's eventually going to bring those temperatures down again. So just wanted to take you back there and show you what I was talking about, because it's going to be a pretty similar setup that we're expecting once again next week. So here's what that means if you have any evening plans today. It is warm out there. I just stepped outside on our outdoor deck, and temperatures definitely around the 80-degree mark, if not feeling around 80 degrees at the Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Just a tad more humid today. You may have noticed that. Stepping outside, and between that and some of the cloud cover that's likely going to be building back in for the overnight period, temperatures not going to fall all that much. I mean, we're talking about the 70s for most of your evening plans, upper 60s by 9-10 o'clock this evening, and then heading out the door, tuning in tomorrow morning with Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin. Those morning low temperatures are going to be pretty close to that 60-degree mark as we start off your Halloween. So if you have any Halloween plans, maybe some trick-or-treating for the evening hours, here's how that forecast is shaping up. Upper 50s at least to start, but we'll be in the 60s by 9 o'clock in the morning, spending most of your afternoon hours in those mid to upper 70s, pretty close to that 80-degree mark. Here's 5, 6 o'clock. We're expecting dry conditions, maybe a sprinkle or two. That should be about it tomorrow evening, with those temperatures likely in those mid to upper 70s, at least for the start of the evening, upper 60s to end things out. By Friday, even warmer, looking at the low 80s after waking up in the low 60s. Cold front moves through. It could bring a passing shower or two, and then once we get towards this weekend, that's when those temperatures will dive down for us, but still going to be running above average. I mean, we're talking about the low to mid 70s and waking up in the low 60s on Saturday and the mid 50s on Sunday. So altogether, this is a very comfortable forecast. Now, starting off on Saturday, could see a little bit more cloud cover, maybe a stray shower. I think most of that will take place overnight, though, fortunately there. But we're going to set those clocks back. Then we've got the Panthers game coming up. So between Halloween, the Charlotte FC game, turning those clocks back, the Panthers game on Sunday, and then Election Day next Tuesday, there is so much going on. And a few showers are going to be possible here or there. Low and rain chances in the forecast, but the best chance looks to hold off until the extended range.
All right, thanks a lot, Ray.